Alright guys, we're at it again. Today we're going to do the spark plugs on the 2004 Honda Civic. It's a pretty easy little job. These two are a flathead and just a quarter turn, and then you got your 10 mils to hold the coil packs in, your plugs on the coil packs, and then spark plug socket. After that, we're also going to do an air filter on here. So the air filter's in this box, and it's just got these little 8mm or Phillips bolts that go all the way around, and then there's another one here in the middle. So prop the phone down, you should be able to see it all pretty good. I'm going to try to show you how the connector comes off the coil packs. Like I said, it's a pretty simple project. You know, it's not super deep into the motor, so we'll prop it up and get started on it. It's always a good idea, also a good idea to keep a magnet, one of those telescoping magnets around, because a lot of times these small bolts, especially if it's kind of cold outside like it is today, you know, your fingers get cold and you'll end up dropping stuff. So it's good to have one of those around. So the easiest way to get these plugs off is you take the coil pack and kind of pick up on it a little bit. Of course, it's a little harder one-handed, but you got this little tab in the middle. Squeeze down on the connector, push the tab. It's kind of hard one-handed, but you get the idea. You just squeeze it down. Sorry. And then it just pulls off. See if I can get another one to do a little better for the video here. See? So that's how they are. They're not too bad. Just it's plastic. It's got some age on it. Just be kind of gentle with it. Alright, now I just pull them out and make sure I put them back in the same order I pulled them out. So, okay, so this one is a problem, but you'll get to see now. So, this one here, it's covered in oil. So that spark plug tube is completely full of oil. So what causes that, I'm not going to set that on top of the motor. So what causes that is you've got your valve cover, and there's a seal that goes around in there. You can actually see whoever put this on last time screwed up on it. Light in there. You can see the metal part of the tube, and then the gasket is kind of rode up over the edge. When they put it all in, they didn't get it lined up correctly. This one, that one's the same way, and then this one's real bad. That's the one that had all the oil in it. I know it's kind of hard to tell with the light, but you can see the shiny of the tube, and then that black is over top of it. See if the phone light will make it show any better. Not really. Yeah, so that's a problem. So that's where we're getting a bunch of oil in that tube. So in another video, we're going to be doing the timing. And if you look over here at the end, you got your timing cover, and the valve cover goes right over the edge of it. So the valve cover's got to come off anyways. So we'll go ahead and get a valve cover set, and we'll go ahead and do the valve cover when we do the timing on it, which I'll do a video on that also. So we're just going to go ahead and do the plugs. Now, when I first start this thing, when I'm done with all this, all the oil in there is going to be in the cylinder, so it's going to end up smoking a little bit. But as long as we fix that that seal, we'll be in good shape. You know, won't have anything else to worry about. You know, I'll leave this coil pack sitting out, make sure it gets plenty dry, you know. But it's not a super big deal, it's just a pain in the butt. Let me find my ratchet here. So when you do spark plugs, something else is, you know, when you're getting on it, you know, you don't want to be, so you see how I'm just kind of against the tube? Well, that's putting angled pressure on the spark plug, and that can possibly break it. So when you're making them loose or loosening them up, you want to make sure you try to hold it square and straight. And sometimes it's easier, you know, if you put a little bit of a cheater on the end of the ratchet so you have a little more leverage, it's easier to, you know, carefully put the even pressure on it. So you don't want to just jerk on it like that. You want it centered as much as you can. So that one wasn't too tight. We need the magnet. Okay, so you can see spark plug's got a little bit of age on it. So definitely needed to be replaced. So depending on what kind of spark plugs you get, if you get any kind of platinum or anything, they come pre-gapped, and you can actually mess them up if you try to gap it. You can chip the platinum coating on them or whatever. But something always do is always use anti-seize on them. You know, it doesn't need to be a lot, just a little bit. Just get a little bit on the brush. Run it around on there a little bit. The stuff I got is a little bit dried out. I might have to get something better. Yeah, just a little bit of anti-seize on there so it, you know, next time you do go to change it, it's not, you know, gummed up in there or stopped up or anything. And just carefully drop her in there, tighten it down. And when you tighten them, you don't want to kill it on there. Some people use a torque wrench. Honestly, I don't. Just make them nice and snug. You know, you don't want to strip the head out because the heads are aluminum most of the time. You know, most vehicles. You know, just snug them real good, and that's all you need. And the new ones have that metal crush washer, so you'll have a little bit of resistance at first, and then that's good right there. So the metal crush washer, I'll show you on the next one. As you tighten down the first time, it's a crush washer, so it crushes it as you tighten it down the first time. And that helps it, you know, helps it get a good seal. You know, that way you don't have any kind of leak or anything through the thread to the spark plug. Alright, so here's the new one. That's your metal crush washer. Obviously there's the old one. You can see there's a little bit of a difference in the thickness of them. It's not much, but yeah, when you tighten it down, it crushes that down. I'm gonna grab a rag for this next one because it's gonna have quite a bit of oil and stuff that comes out, so I'd like to not make a giant mess of it all over the place. There's something in there. It's not allowing me to get the cracks on there. Huh. That's cool. So it looks like you might not be able to see it, so kind of see. Let's see, get the light in just the right spot for you. Can't really see down in there. Basically, what it looks like is this little piece on the end of the coil pack. Yep. What a difference. That little rubber piece is down in the hole, so I'm gonna have to get a pick and try to carefully get that out of there. So let me grab a pick real quick. Basically, I'm gonna have to get a pick in there and just carefully get it out. So I'm going to try this one. If that doesn't work, I'll try this one. Basically, just got to run it down in there and carefully stab that rubber piece off the coil pack and pull it out of there. So there it is. That's probably something else I'm going to need to replace, at least on the one, but it'd be better to just do all four. It's little rubber boots off the end of the coil packs. So, got that off. Now I can go back in and get the spark plug out. And with this one, since there's a bunch of oil in there, you know, you can stuff rags and stuff down there, try to get all the oil soaked out. But I don't do that because I don't want to get a bunch of, you know, my luck, I'd get little pieces stuck down in there, wouldn't be able to get them out, you know. So I just try to, like with that rubber piece off the coil pack, you know, a bunch of oil come out with that. So I'm just going to take this plug out and I'll let it sit for a little while just to make sure all the oil is actually drained down before I actually put that new one in, because I don't want to coat the new spark plug in oil. So she's pretty well soaked here. But yeah, we'll put a pause on it for a little bit. I mean, really, you've seen all you need to see. You know, it's going to be the reverse, putting it back together. You know, just got them tight. Coil packs go back in. You know, tighten your 10 mil, plug it in, your little piece on top, quarter turn, and you're done. So, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you.